It's day 8 of the 25 most notable bourbons of 2022, and can you believe that we're already a week in?
No. I feel like we've been sitting here for the past 20 minutes.
Chad, don't tell them our secrets.
Days.
We've been sitting here for 8 days.
And we keep biting the same stuff on.
All right, just draw the next one.
And today we have... Welcome back. Another day, another dram.
Finally, I have gotten my way. I was like, is he gonna do this for me? He did, thank you.
Yes.
Makes me happy.
Yeah, all right, let's smell some bourbon.
The first thing I nose is like maltiness and floral.
Fruity floral.
Fruity floral, like light fruity, like lemon zest, like bright peach or apricot, something like that. Not overly syrupy.
I get a fresh apple.
Oh, I see that too.
Yeah.
Like a Granny Smith apple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not cooked at all, just really kind of crisp.
Crisp green apple, yeah.
Also, I think it's pretty clean smelling, if that makes sense. It just clean, crisp.
Bright, clean.
Bright, yeah, It's a bright room, you know. Not a whole lot of dark barrel notes rolling in here, right?
No, like if I was gonna put this into if I was gonna assign a season to this, it would be spring.
Oh, for sure.
If I was gonna assign a color to this, I think it would be yellow.
Reddish yellow, yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say like greenish yellow.
Okay, well.
Yellow or green.
If I was gonna assign a laundry scent, it would be clean linen.
Okay.
All right, to your health.
Yeah. Still get some of those like malty grains. Not malty.
Multi-grain.
With a little bit of that like bright fruit and floral and a little herbal.
Yes.
Maybe towards the finish, a little bit more pepper or even, I don't know, something maybe on the licorice side. Not quite there, but just a little bit of that going towards black licorice.
I get the zesting of a lemon.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
And apple peel. It's also pretty crisp, clean tasting. Mm-hmm. Not anywhere near those dark barrel notes that we sometimes like. But, you know, I think this one it has its own thing going, and once you know you're not in for the deep, dark barrel ride, you can really start appreciating what is in the glass, which is just this, you know, bright spring day, right?
Mm-hmm. For me, I think I was hoping for more on the mouthfeel. I think it's a little bit dry. Mm-hmm. And the finish, it's more of like those spice notes, like the pepper lingers, and it's a medium finish. Mm-hmm. All in all, like, I find it to be pleasing, pleasant, you know, I'm happy with it. I don't think it's the best thing that we've tried so far, but I also am not like, ugh, why did we put this in here?
Yeah.
It's just sort of middle of the pack for me. Like, I like it, I enjoy it. Proof-wise, I have no guesses, just because, like, that elevated pepper note on the finish, I just can't tell. Maybe,
I'm gonna say around 105.
I was gonna say 105 to 110. Yeah. Like, I could easily guess this at, like, a 108.
No guess as to the label for me.
I have 0 guesses.
Yeah.
I would say it probably has a higher rye content. I'm like, do we have any other weeders in here? Because that would just be funny.
Yeah, it would.
I would be having a bad day. I would guess it has a higher rye content.
Probably so.
I think, but.
Well, okay. Before we reveal and find out what we've been drinking, we want to pause and tell you about our home on the internet. It's whiskyambitions.com. It's where you can get both of the shirts that we're wearing and hats, of course, our Glencairns and all of our glassware. But right now, in December, if you're watching this in December, up until December 15th, you can get 10% off with coupon code IBNHoliday10. That's IBNHoliday10 for 10% off at whiskyambitions.com.
Non-sale items only.
There you go.
You can become a patron at patreon.com/itsbourbonnight and join our community for as little as $1 a month. And we will be releasing a few more barrel picks this year, and that's where we're going to be doing it, including Maker's Mark Private Select that we chose ourselves. We chose all the staves that go in there, so that's exciting, and, you know, another 1 or 2 before the end of the year. So go on over to Patreon to find out about those.
All right, let's see what we have been drinking so far. Oh, this is the Blackwood Toasted Bourbon, single barrel. That is higher proof than 105. Yeah, for sure. All right, gonna get our infographic here so we can tell you. 121 proof.
Man,
wow.
I think it's just because those like soft floral fruity notes, it reads maybe a little bit under that. And I guess it's like not making me go, you know?
Well, it is a high rye. It's a 75 corn, 21 rye, 4% malted barley.
I really would have thought there was more malted barley in there.
And it is a toasted barrel product as well. And I think that might be what is the darker notes. I think that maybe this is a light toast or something. But anyway, it's pulling it more towards the secondary barrel than maybe the first barrel. Just a guess. I don't know. So around $150 for this one.
This is the batch 1.
This is batch 1.
2 batches come out.
Yeah.
And we did try batch 1 and 2, and I think we
like batch 1 the best.
batch 1 the best.
Yeah. Huh. This didn't, shout out of the glass that it was a toasted.
It didn't. It really didn't. I can get it on the finish now. Like, I think some of those peppery, darker notes that come through on the finish, it's that, secondary barrel saying, hello, I'm here. But it doesn't give you those like toasted wood sugar notes up front that sometimes let me know it's a toasted barrel.
Yeah.
So.
Let's talk about why it made it in here. I think of the ones that we tried, it was sort of a little bit of, not really an outlier, but it did bring something different flavor-wise to the table with those really crisp, as we kind of said, spring notes.
And not usually what we gravitate to, those darker, more desserty notes.
Right, and I think that's why we wanted to put it in here to see blind, where it shook out and how it did. Yeah, a little bit outside of the ordinary. And also, obviously, it drinks a lot lighter than the 121 proof that it actually is.
It does, yes. Yeah. And I think it's interesting to have something in here that isn't directly from one of the major distilleries, just to see how something that is sourced. It kind of falls into the same group as like the Kelvin stuff that's sourced and then finished in a secondary barrel, right? Or blended or whatever. So just good to have those things in there too as a measuring stick.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there we go. Hey, that's where we'll leave it. If you haven't subscribed to us already, you can do so by clicking right up here. There's suggestions of other videos down here. We hope to see you over there in one of those. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
See you tomorrow. Until then, drink more bourbon.